Yeah, you little burger. No, you get down for now. Well, hey there. I went to town today. Got a new pair of earbuds. I took a nap, and I woke up, and Neko-chan had shredded the brand spanking new earbuds already. So here I am with these things again. You little booger, where'd you go? Go take a nap. I just fed you. Yeah. Meow. Oh, do I have a cheat sheet for this? Oh well. Oh, really? Yeah. You just want to chew up another headphone cord. Alright. Come on. Well, welcome to the stream. And, she's got a new title. She's the Slayer of Headphone Cords. She shredded two of my earbud cords now. One of them I just got today, and I took a nap. And what happened when I woke up? It was in three different pieces, wasn't it? You killed it. You killed it good. So, all right. So we were ready to head on into Britain. I believe is where we was at. I hope she's as good at slaying mice when the time comes, huh? Alright, so what was the name of this town we was just in? Anyway, all of a sudden we hit the pavement. Let's see we got a house here or something. Oh, a sack. What's we got in the sack? Leeks. And dried meat. Well, let's does Lalo have a or let's give it to the kid. He's got a sack on his side there. Does he have a sack in his backpack? No. So let's get out of the way, kid. There we go. So now he also has a sack in his backpack. And since that's food, so it'll help later on when we to keep track of our inventory. And while we got this, let's take this food in this sack and put it with the rest of the food. And he's carrying those gold bars for me, alright. That was interesting. Nice of these people to just leave their doors unlocked. Was that a backpack? And we got some more foodstuffs, it looks like. Some meat. And some rolls. Well, yep. The kid's carrying our food. Here, I'll put this sack where you can see it. Oh, it's a basket. So let's give the kid the meat. And the rolls. Okay, so so it looks like we have a food supply. Or looks like our food supply is pretty good. Wow. And now let's see, which way do we want to go? Let's head off this way. And see what we got here. An office of sorts. Let's read this. No. Alright, you see a pleasant looking young woman. What's her name? My name is Diana. Job? My job is to oversee the stables here in Bretagne and sell thee a horse and carriage if thou dost want one. Okay, so she can sell us a horse and carriage to travel. Might as well ask her some stuff. Here thou wilt find a selection of the finest horses produced by Lord British's personal horse breeder. If thou dost wish to buy one, I am sure we can come to some sort of arrangement. They come with a carriage, of course. So there's an early, I guess that would be fast travel, which is kind of standard in games today. You could see what she thinks of Bretagne. Such a grand city, but it can be somewhat disconcerting if thou dost not know anyone. Fortunately, I know many people here. Okay, people. I have many friends in Britannia. Among them are Greg, James, Brownie, and Mac. Yeah, you stay away from that cord. I got one hand on you, kitty. No. Who's this Mac guy? One word of warning about Mac. Do not let him start talking about the sky. Other than that, oh, okay. I remember who Mac is. Other than that, he is perfectly fine. I can assure thee. So the people in Britain think Mac is a little loony, but we'll find out later that I guess he's not. Brownie is a decent and honest man who would have made such a better mayor than Patterson. If thou dost want my opinion, he uses our horses to plow his fields in the spring. All right. James. James, who runs an inn not far from here, wanted a life of adventure. His family wanted him to run the inn after his father died, and he has been discontent ever since. Still, I think he fancies Cynthia, who works at the mint. So what is this? James runs the inn, and she thinks that James likes Cynthia. All right. And how about Greg? Greg runs a shop that sells provisions. Now this is interesting. I don't know if this means anything or not. If thou art planning any sort of expedition, he is just the person to see. He seems to be lucky. Perhaps some of it will rub off on thee. So I don't know if that's something that actually happens, or if it's just some flavor to the game or what. But maybe we can be more lucky if we buy provisions from this guy or not. I don't know. And we don't want a carriage. And see, there's a horse and carriage. And if we go off this way, what do we got? It looks like the end of the road. I'm not even seeing a dock. I'm just seeing water here. There's a fence. What are you complaining about? I just fed you. You know, you can't have that cord. There you go. So, the cow doing cow things. Okay, looks like the avatar is a bit. Was it F for food? Yep. Oops. And what have we here? You see a sturdy-looking farmer's wife. She gives you a hospitable smile before returning to her chores. Let's see who her. I am called Kelly, my lord, and her job is. My husband. Oh, cool. This is cool. Fred and I run the farmer's market. Farmer's market. The farmer's market is where most of Britain buys its food. Why, even the people in Paws will come here to buy eggs and vegetables. Fred has never raised the price of anything since opening this market many years ago. My Fred is one of the most respected merchants in Britain. He sells the eggs and vegetables grown by Brownie and Mac, as well as exotic imported fruits. I do believe poor old Mac has been cooped up with his chickens for too long. He is a good person. Do not be put off by the strange stories he doth tell. He rarely ever sleeps, as he spends most of the night staring up at the sky. So I'm interested in seeing this story this Mac feller has. These two people are calling him a kook now. Of course, his rooster crows at dawn, and no farmer can afford to sleep past dawn, so his mind is a bit ragged. Alright, so let's, the people of Paws are always short of money. Mine heart goes out to them. They are always looking to buy the least expensive items, for it is all they can afford. And what does she think of Britain? Oh, in Britain they look for quality product. I see the people who buy here look over every egg for cracks and every vegetable for any sign of spoilage. Alright, so let's just tell her bye and continue on our way here. And as we walk up this way, we'll see in her. And see, here's their farmer's market. So this is a cool little farmer's market. And what's this guy here? Friendly looking farmer. His name is Fred. So it's not Mac, it's Fred here. And his job, of course, is to sell meats. Oh, he sells meats at the farmer's market. Farmer's market. Here at the farmer's market, we sell vegetables bought from the farmers just outside of town, as well as meats from the slaughterhouse in Paws. Right? Oh, let's just ask him about meats. They are the tastiest meats that thou canst buy. Do thyself a favor and try some. Okay, let's buy something from the guy. Stop it! No! Yeah. Yes, I'd like to buy some meats. We have a fine selection of meats for thee today. What would thou like to buy? We have mutton, beef, fowl, ham, trout, flounder, meat on a spit, and dried meat. Let's just 20 gold, holy cow. Alright, let's not buy no more meat from this guy. Oh, I want one. Done. Would thou like something else? Nope, nope. We've been doing a good job of stealing our food so far. All right. So what else we got going on in here in this farmer's market area? Is that it? What we got? Yeah, it looks like it's about it. Oh wait, here we got somebody. You see a friendly face looking back at you. No. Thou shalt not attack headphone cords. So this is Gordon. And he sells fish and chips from his wagon. Oh, cool. Wagon. I just painted my wagon recently. It receives more attention. Business is much better now. I am saving my money to travel to Buccaneer's Den. Ask him about Buccaneer's Den. I wish to win some money at Buccaneer's Den. It is a pirate's resort, and they have a fabulous house of games here. House of Games. It is said they have several games of chance there. Gold can be won wagering on the outcome of a race of fine stallions. Hey, you're getting rough with my hand there, little kitty. As I am certain thou knowest, Buccaneer's Den was once a den of thieves and villains. As such, it held a romantic appeal for those who longed for a taste of such an adventurous existence. I confess, I am one of those people. When thou dost spend thy life selling fish from a wagon, thou art in need of excitement. The pirates eventually realize just how much they are secretly envied, and so they have turned their island into a place of thrilling amusements. Ask him about his business. Ever since I became a member of the fellowship, oh, he's one of those kooks, business has been increasing steadily. I have refined and improved the recipe for my fish batter, and it has since become a favorite meal of nearly everyone in Britain. I have even served my fish and chips to Lord British himself. In fact, I am so busy with my business now that I barely have time to go fishing anymore. Okay, so ask him about fishing. Aye. One of the reasons my fish and chips are so popular is that I use fresh fish, but I cannot mind the stall and go fishing at the same time. Lately, I have been forced to buy day-old fish from Fred. 'Tis not the same. He thinks a moment. You know, I would be willing to pay thee if thou would bring me freshly caught fish. Wouldst thou? Yes. So what happens if you can get a fishing pole? Excellent. I shall pay thee 3 gold coins per fish. There are some good fishing spots in the streams to the east. So, and we can actually do this if we get ourselves a fishing pole. Yeah, it's just like real life in this game from 1992, but like in a medieval setting. But you're from the present, so it's a cool game. But what I was getting at is if you get a fishing pole and go fishing and catch fresh fish, you could actually, that's one of the ways to make money in this game is to go fishing and sell this guy your fish. Hey now. Hey, ow! That hurt. You bit me hard that time. You're starting to play more and more rough. You're starting to play more and more rough, aren't you, Neko-chan? Go play with your dog. You're scared. You're still scared to go play with your dog, huh? Well, I don't have to, but it is something you can do. Remember, only the freshest fish will do. Let's ask him about a fishing pole. Ah, thou hast no fishing pole. He gets a calculating gleam in his eye. Uh-oh. Okay, this is reasonable enough. I happen to have a spare, which I could sell to thee for only 15 gold coins. It should pay for itself soon enough. Wouldst thou like to have it? Yeah. Here thou art. May it serve thee well. He hands you a well-used fishing pole. Alright, let's tell him bye. And so he even sells me the fishing pole. This is quite the businessman there. And, oh, there's my, and that's it? Yep, that's the fishing rod. Alright. Okay, so here I'm carrying some food here. I gotta organize this stuff. I forgot to steal the book from the healer that tells us what all the potions are. And what's... okay. So, let's bring the kid up and open his bag. Because, yeah, the kid... and put this cute... the, I should probably put the keys in my bag. I'll keep all the keys in my bag. And I got some, I think there's some venom here that's not in my bag also. And maybe it don't fit. Here, let's put, that's a big item. And I'm gonna, I'll keep all the keys in my bag. And, lockpicks are probably a good thing. I'm just trying to, trying to sort out my inventory here a little bit. The sextant goes with the map. Is that another key? Yeah, I'm getting a collection of keys here. Whoops. And what was that, another lockpick? Yeah, put that with the other lockpicks. And, alright, that looks good. I can keep track of things again. And the kid's getting close to being over encumbered. He's carrying 22, and he's capable of carrying 28. Oh well, we'll learn these potions sooner or later. So, just continue on this way, because that's kind of what I was doing. So I got me a fishing pole. There's the farmer's market, and we got 2 rows of buildings here. Let's check this far row of buildings first. Oh wow. So it looks like these people are at work. Let's check out this scroll. Windy night for the harp. Zara's dance for the lute. So this is an artiste and something for the xylophone. Alright. Yeah, we'll just rummage through their house. Rummage through all their houses while they're at work. Why not? Here we go again. So we just got a dress in there. These guys don't even have nothing worth taking. Uh-oh. This guy's actually got a chest. And we've got fellowship medallions. We don't need none of those. I already have one that I took off a dead man, thanks. Another loot. And what do we have in here? Shoes. Alright. Let's just go ahead. Nope, nothing under the plant. Rearrange the place for him a little bit. Move his chair so he can feel weird when he when he comes home. Oh, look, a dog. Books. Okay, so what book is this? Collected Plays by Raimundo. Play directing, analysis, communication, and style. And on acting. So, yeah, this must be the artist section. It's the artist section of town. Alright, what book we got here? Jesse's Book of Performance Art. And a chest. Oh, 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 oh. Who's carrying the gold? Is the kid carrying the gold? Work them muscles, kid. We got some more gold for you. Oh, yeah. Ha 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 ha. Alright. That paid for that meat we bought from the farmer's market. Double back and check this row of dwellings. So this is like their, check this out. This is like their little apartment complex here at the edge of Bretagne. Stone houses with slate roofs. Okay, just a basket with some clothes. Those are arrows. I don't need those. Unless I buy the kid a bow or something later on. He'd probably be better off with a bow than a sling, or a crossbow for that matter. I definitely don't want to give him a sword. He's just a little kid, not a tank or nothing. And one of the reasons I'm closing this door is if someone can see you steal, they can even, if they see you through the window, they can catch you too, and then they just won't. You don't want to get caught doing it. The art of field dressing. Huh. What's we got here? More shoes. Alright. Just clothes. So yeah, the people in this part of town don't have much, it would appear. Just regular old boots. Oh look, there's a painting on the wall in this room. That's cool. Alright. So, let's check out. So this corner. Alright, I'm going to backtrack now because for one, I'm just trying to check out, trying to explore this town. It's been long enough that I've played this game. I haven't really got a clue where anything is. So, there's the first little house we haven't checked out yet. Oh boy. Oh. We don't need that. So. I know. No. No. No, let go. And that's... See, I'm getting confused now. But we're still here. We're That's a bedroll. I'm going to have him take this bedroll. I wonder if bedrolls fit in sacks. And what we got in here? Ah! We've got a piece of cheese. And, he's, oh boy, and give him the cheese. Alright, so, yeah, nice. What the heck? That must be the bank. Okay, that's the stables. Alright, so we explored there. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think my intelligence has to go up and I can actually read those runes. And who is... Oh, there we go. Alright, who's this guy? You see a gleeful-looking merchant with an enthusiastic voice and manner. His name is... Why, my name is Greg. It is good to see thee. Job? Why, I run the provisioner shop here in Bretagne. A second home to the intrepid, it is. See what he thinks of Bretagne. I have moved my store here as a service to Lord British, who uses me exclusively to outfit all of his various expeditions. It is true. This is Lord British' favorite provisionary shop. He told me so himself. All sorts of famous adventurers pass through these doors. Why, just last week we had the Avatar himself in this, my very own store. Another Avatar? Well, that wind really picked up. Well, he said he was the Avatar. But then it is not all that unusual encountering some loon or fool who claims to be the Avatar. He looks at you and for a moment appears a little embarrassed. Moved. I used to have my shop in Pause, but no one in Pause has the money to buy much of anything. And did I already ask him? Why, does thou look to be a person to whom adventure is no stranger? Well, thou dost look to be a person who adventure is no stranger. Whether thou art climbing a mountain, sailing the ocean, crossing a desert, exploring a dungeon, or sleeping under the stars, I have just what thou mayest need. Alright, let's see what he's got for sale. As I say, we have everything thou dost need to have a jolly, splendid adventure. Would thou like to buy? So we could get a torch, oil flasks, backpacks, bags, shovels, powder kegs, lockpicks, hose, and buckets. So we can buy powder kegs. That's cool. Ow. Alright, so nothing. Fine. And what every adventurer needs is good luck. There is just something about this shop, about the item spot here, something about me and my shop that is simply very lucky. I can give thee an example of what I mean. Okay, let's give him the example. A fighting man named Gorn once bought a shovel from me, and he told me that it saved his life. Saved his life. Gorn wanted to dig for some buried treasure somewhere when he heard noises from behind him. Upon turning, he was horrified to see a swarm of undead skeletons rushing towards him. In his haste to dig up the treasure, he had unbuckled his belt and laid down his sword. The only thing in his hands was the shovel. He immediately began swinging it and ended up knocking all the skeletons to bits. He now considers it his lucky shovel. So they've got so he's even got a sales pitch for all this, for his lucky items. That's kind of neat. My customers are all people who go out and perform dangerous feats of bravery and daring do, but most keep returning to buy more provisions time and again. With all the dangerous things my customers do, it is a wonder I have not lost them all and gone out of business. That's interesting. So, alright. Good day to thee, my lord. Alright, now, I think this is the guy that buys snake venom over here, and if I'm not, is he a trainer also? I can't remember. So, so everything there, those are 18s across the board. Oh, look at that weapon shop over there. It's probably hidden under myself on your screen. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You see a very authoritative looking older man who looks at you with thoughtful concern. Name. My name is Kessler. Job. I run the apothecary shop here in Britain. Apothecary. While the normal function of an apothecary is to administer potions and magical reagents, I am nowadays working almost exclusively for Lord British, trying to study a specific problem. I think we have a clue what that problem is. Recently, there has been a dramatic rise in the use of a very strange substance. People have begun to purposefully ingest the venom of the silver snake. Yep. Ingest. The silver snake produces a venom that is extremely poisonous, but when taken in less than lethal amounts, it causes a variety of strange effects. For a time, the venom will heighten one's physical and mental performance, such as allowing one to work harder, for example. But after the effects have worn off, it will impair the user permanently. It first makes the user feel extremely tired, and eventually causes a sloughing of the skin. The venom is a dangerous substance, and thou shouldst not partake of it under any circumstances. Study. I am studying the effects of a particular substance known as silver snake venom, but I am encountering a number of difficulties. My greatest difficulty is in finding any significant quantity of silver snake venom, but it is by no means mine only difficulty. So he's having trouble getting a hold of the snake venom, and it just so happens I can help you with that difficulty because I robbed the drug dealer. Okay, let's see. Other difficulties. People need to be alerted to how dangerous silver snake venom is. To this end, I wish to announce my findings before Lord British and a consortium of lords and mayors. But to do that, I must first finish my study If by any chance thou wouldst come across any silver snake venom, bring it back to me here. I shall pay thee 50 gold coins for every vial of it thou canst supply. Let's ask about this silver snake. As one may surmise from the name of it, is the venom taken from the dangerous silver snake. The fascination that many people possess for these creatures has created a great deal of curiosity about the venom itself. Curiosity. There are those who claim that gargoyles take the venom, which results in their becoming enhanced in combat and such. Now this may be just a myth, but the curiosity people feel it is real enough. Potions. They are certainly not a recent invention here in Britannia. Potions are liquids that possess certain magical qualities of which are used all sorts of purposes, such as the treatment of injury and disease. I have a quantity of them for sale if thou art interested. Let's ask about magical qualities. Since the mages have become so ineffective, we have been forced to develop other ways to accomplish all the things we used to be able to depend on mages to do. Unfortunately, many of these new methods are as yet untested. We still know very little about the effects of most of the substances we use. Many cause more problems than they solve, or react differently if taken in unison with other elements. Some might cause thee to become dependent upon them for thine health, and some may simply be poisonous. And so Kessler examines the vials carefully. He looks up at you and nods. This is indeed silver snake venom. I shall pay thee 50 gold coins per vial, all right? Yes. Kessler opens up his coin purse and pays you 300 gold coins. All right. So let's say bye. It was good speaking with thee, my lord. All right, let's see here. Were any of these other guys carrying the stuff? And if they were... Oh, that's me. There's my 300 gold coins. I'll carry those. That kid's carrying enough. Nope, he don't have none there. And what about his bag? Nope, he's just got a bedroll. And the kid. And does he have... Nope, okay, so we got rid of all our drugs and sold them legally. Isn't that cool? Alright, so we got another couple places here since we're on this building. Oh, wow. So, oh, I forgot to see what that book was. We'll have to steal some potions if we ever find a book that tells us what these potions are. I guess I could just read the book and write it down, but I'd rather carry it around with me. You see a healer who looks wise and honest. I have been looking forward to thine arrival, Avatar. Word spreads quickly. I am pleased to meet thee. So his name is... I am Cecil, the healer. Although in a past life I was known as Abrams, I became Cecil. Right? Okay, yeah, in gold. I became Cecil when I was advanced. What kind of kook do we have here? Advanced. When my name was Abrams, I lived on the island of New Bad Genesia and did mine apprentice work here. My practice grew, and soon I was traveling by ship to Moonglow to see patients there. practice. My practice grew swiftly. I am a modest man, but I do not mind saying that I was a popular healer. Ask about his patients. Soon I had patients on 3 islands. It was then that Lord British received word of my practice. Well, Lord British himself was struck down with some sort of malady. He sent for me. I arrived at the castle as soon as I could leave my patients, and I examined the king. It appeared to me that something had infested his blood. I have a theory about it. Oh, this is funny. Which I am convinced is correct. Others, however, do not share my view. Let's ask him about his theory. I believe that most sicknesses are caused by teeny living things. We cannot see these things with the naked eye. However, I am working on developing an instrument which can see these creatures. I believe that someday healing will not depend on magic at all, but on some form of treatment which makes one less vulnerable to these living creatures. Since these animals are biological, I call this theorized treatment antibiotics. What dost thou think, Avatar? Well, I guess this is a pretty smart guy. Am I on the right track? Dost tell him yes. Good. I thought so. Others? No. There is a group of people who do not encourage my studies. We do not get along at all. I think they have something against healers which goes beyond simple distrust. Dost thou know whom I mean? Oh, let's just say no. No? Cecil lowers his voice. The Fellowship. Let's ask him. They have a doctrine which outlines their beliefs. They believe if one is faced with pain, then he has no choice but to go through it in order to be a better person. I do not agree with this. No one should ever go through needless pain, but they are entitled to their own opinions. And his services are curing and healing, none. Very well. It pleases me that thou art healthy. And let's tell him bye. Now what do we have here? Okay, so that's not a book we need. What's on this shelf? We probably will never... The Art of Field Dressing. The Apothecary's Desk reference. See, this is one I want, because it tells me what all the different colored potions are. And yellow potion is a healing aid. Hopefully I can remember yellow heals. But I need to steal one of these apothecary books one of these days. Ow! She's getting rough. She was play biting. Now she's starting to squeeze. Aren't you, Neko-chan? All right. And we have okay, what have we here? You see a fighter with intense eyes and serious disposition. Name: Denby. Job: I am a trainer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I got something to write with. So we're 18s across the board. And then I gotta see I specialize in a form of combat which relies on one's ability to use intelligence and physical ability to activate minor magical effects. But I am not a mage. I am a fighter. Alright, so let's tell him bye for a second. And so my combat is 14. And my magic is 10. And my other 3 stats are at 18. Alright. Alright, so now let's train with this guy and see what happens. Yes, Avatar. Train. 75 gold. Yes, that meets the approval of thy purse strings. Which one of you wishes to train? Jeff. You pay 75 gold and the training session begins. Denby hands you a chart with runes printed on it. Study these runes and memorize them, he says after you complete this task. You feel that there is a bit of knowledge in your mind that was not there earlier. Now we shall exercise. Practice what I teach thee at least twice a day. Then thou shalt become more agile and limber. You spend a while mimicking the movements which Denby shows you. Finally, Denby teaches you a few magic words to intone for meditational purposes. When the training session is complete, you feel much more energized and ready for anything that might come your way. Alright, let's tell him bye. Denby puts his palms together and bows. And then we're going to see what happened here. Oh, wow. So. Holy cow. I got to write this down. Start keeping track of these trainers. So Denby. And Denby's in Britannia. And he ups, so he gives you dexterity. And plus intelligence. And the combat and the magic going up, I don't know how much of that is a result of intelligence and dexterity. I don't know how much of that is a result of the other 3 traits, but so I'll put these in here, over here in parentheses. Combat and magic also went up. And let's see here. And all my training points are gone. And he took all 3, so and the kid, oh wow, check out this kid. He's got a pretty high dexterity. We want to find someone. We want to hold off on training this kid, at least while we're still in Britannia. I mean, before we leave Britannia, we'll train him up. But we want to find someone who trains in strength. But that's how you spend your experience points on this game. You have to find a trainer, and different trainers give you different bonuses. Boy, he's got good dexterity. Alright, so I wrote down So we got trained up by Denby, at least the Avatar did. And I've now got it written down what he improves when you train with him. And we're looking for someone who improves strength, because that determines how much we can carry. And the kid, the kid's really hurting in that department. Alright, is there anything else we wanted to talk to this guy about? Nope, there's nothing else we need to talk to this guy about. So cool. So we found a trainer in Britain. And this is back at the stables? No. Oh wow. What's this supposed to be? A sundial. That's a pretty neat looking sundial. My intelligence went up. Can I read this yet? Nope. It still just looks like runes. Okay, this is the jewelry store. This is where we go to buy gems. It's funny, I don't see and this must be the shipwright. So what do we got here? By Krupp. Okay, that's a deed to a ship. Another deed to a ship. Sextants. Where is this guy? I wonder if anything's in his desk. Some document. It won't let me read the document. Alright. Well, where is this guy? Is he around? So there's a boat that this guy's building. I'll check out that headpiece. Is it getting dark or something? Where are these people? That one shop owner wasn't in there. Oh wow, there's a boat that we can sail on, which we may do. Pretty soonish. Well, yeah, see, it's getting dark. Alright, I'm gonna actually quick save. And let's see what's in these things. Stack sacks of wheat in that one. So it just looks like provisions. Bread in that one. We'll take the bread. Open up your bag, kid. Free food. Apples. Just take the apples. Because you can starve in this game. That sucks to starve to death. And which barrel was that? Must have been that one. Oh. Bottles of rum. Or just bottles anyway. Alright, so. Oh, a chest. And it's locked. Let's just go ahead and lockpick it. Unlocked. Okay, that was easy enough. And it's an empty chest. Well, that stinks. Alright, so we got some food. You seem to have gotten away with this. This is a pretty cool place, though. We got there is a bucket. We got the logs there. There's a dragon for a front of a ship being carved on. Ship being built here. Oh, there's a torch there, so I don't know, maybe that's what's causing the light. A boat being worked on. Is this door locked? No. Some clothes. That's locked. Alright, let's pick that lock. Aha! Ooh, a key. I wonder what this key opens. Probably the chest we just picked. And is that a gem? That is a gem. Well, I know where to go to sell gems. It's that we sell gems at that jewelry shop we was just at. So the kid needs some help carrying stuff. So let's give Lalo this stuff. I do want that key, though. So grab that key, throw that in my key collection. Oh no, that's not a key. What is that lockpicks? Oh yeah, I'm stealing the lockpicks. 7 lockpicks, that's better than a key. I wonder what the shipwright's doing with all those lockpicks. Alright. So was that both of them? That one had clothes. Yeah. Interesting. That is a neat boat, though. Alright. Well, I wonder where this guy's at. He doesn't seem to be around. And what about this? Is this another dock that don't have a boat? Alright. So cool. So this is... I don't know if we'll get the magic... There's a magic carpet in this game, too. And, you can use the magic carpet as a bag of holding of sorts. It's kind of a little trick. Yeah, and it's like... Yeah, that guy's not there to sell the gem, too. Yeah, these shops are just, we're not going to worry about provisions until after we talk to Lord British anyway, because we're going to get supplies. Okay, there's the archery shop. And like I said, it must be getting to be evening, because it seems like the shops are closed now. Oh, the, cloth shop. Oh, this guy looks like he's still open. And it's the baker. Look at the oven. That's cool. And the old baker's tools. Let's talk to this guy. Fresh pastries. You see a very clean looking portly young man who waves at you frantically. They really did build like a functional little, believably functional. It's got the farmer's market, the baker, and you can actually, if I remember right, you can actually knead flour and bake bread in this game. There's all kinds of weird things you can do. My given name is Willem, although no one calls me that. I prefer to be addressed as Willie. Thank thee very much. And his job is, I am the baker here in Bretagne, and I make the sweetest bread thou hast ever tasted. Hast thou had a chance to sample any of my bread yet? No? Then here, thou must have some. He tears a piece of bread off of one of several loaves he is carrying, and stuffs it into your mouth. There, is it not the sweetest bread thou hast ever tasted? It is it not? You chew as fast as you can in order to answer him. Yep, that's great bread, dude. He grabs you by your face, by the cheeks, and plants a big kiss on your forehead. Thou art truly a person of good palate and refined taste. Alright, let's ask him about the bread. It's the finest in Britannia, and it's reasonably priced. Oh, but it is a lot of work making enough to satisfy the constant demand for it. I need to hire someone to help me. Thou couldst work for me here in the shop making bread, or I will buy sacks of flour from thee. Thou couldst buy them wholesale in paws, and I will pay thee 4 gold per sack. Dost thou work? Let's see what happens if we say yes. I shall pay thee 5 gold for every 5 loaves. Or is that 3 gold? 3 gold for every 5 loaves of bread thou dost make, alright? Alright. First thou must make dough from the flour. Simply spread some flour out on the table. Add some water to make it thick and well doughy. Then use the dough in the oven to bake it. Wait a bit and voila! Thou dost have bread. Right? It is kind of neat. Alright, let's see if we can make some bread. Oh, what about the donut? He gives you a long puzzled look. After a moment, so he doesn't like donuts. Master baker. Yes, many people tell me that. Willie takes a bite of his own bread. I am a master baker. Father and mother. Willie wipes away a tear. Gone, both of them. Gone to join mine ancestors in the great kitchen in the sky. I will never be able to cook as they did. Still, I plod along, trying to keep the family name alive. And that is why I am a baker. Yeah, it's fun in this game just to hang around and explore it. Like, who knows? We're on this quest to find these guys, but these murderers. But we got to explore this town before we continue. And we got to go to the castle, talk to Lord British. Let's see secret recipes. Oh dear, do not tell me thou art another person trying to pry one of my secret recipes out of me. If that is what thou art after, then thou wilt just be disappointed. Actually, there's a very good reason why I'm a baker. Because the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. Why, I have 2 women in love with me right now, and I did not even have to pursue either one. 2 women. He sighs. If thou must know, their names are Jeanette and Gay. Let's ask him about this one. Gay, who runs the costume shop, is of more interest to me, but she is a fellowship member, and I have no wish to become one. I hope that it does not prevent us from courting. So he don't like the fellowship. Jeanette is a pleasant enough girl, but to be honest, I cannot see myself with a tavern wench. She thinks I have not noticed how she feels about me. Frankly, I wish she would just leave me alone. Well, this guy's just got his nose stuck up in the air. I'll bet the tavern wench is more fun. Alright, let's see if... Is this flour? Kitchen items. So it just says kitchen items. Is this a... So I have to have... I don't have any flour, evidently. Or I could make some bread. We'll make dough and then make bread. Cool. So I'll have to try that. I'll have to remember that. Get a bag of flour and try to make some bread. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to make myself a note. Make a little note here. Get some flour. To make dough. Dough and bread. At the baker's. Right? Tavern wenches have their place. Yes, that's right. uh, all right, so all right, so all right. And look, there's the tavern. Oh, cool. Hopefully. Or is it not? Check out that piano and the big harp and stuff. Big kegs. Alright, we need to... Now, one of these people will become a companion, but let's see who we have here first, I guess. So we found the bar. And so who's this woman? Oh, that's gay. That's the, so she's the one that, cool, she's the one that Willie likes. I think. Her job? Yes. I oversee the clothiers here in Britain when I am not pursuing the teachings of the fellowship. Wait, I don't want to miss any wenches. All right. I'll just take a quick little soft break here. So she's one of those fellowship kooks. Oh, let's tell her. Yeah. Batlin has become sort of a spiritual father for the people of Britannia. So Batlin's the spiritual father of Britain now that the Avatar has been gone for 200 years. All right. Yeah, she's one of these, thou wouldst want to attend the fellowship meeting tonight at 9 o'clock. It's always a moving experience to hear the words of Batlin, our founder. So yeah, this is the girl that the baker likes. So let's tell her about Willie. Yes, he is a very amusing fellow. I'm quite taken with him, and I do see him against my better judgment. He does not seem like the type to join the fellowship, though since the fellowship is my whole life, I do not know if there is a place in it for him. I have not made up my mind about that yet. Alright, so who's sitting next to her? Shamino! Alright. Your old friend Shamino stands before you, and you marvel that he has finally progressed into what some might call middle age. Name. Your friend looks at you like you have lost your head. 'Tis Shamino. Sha? Me? No. Job. I should hope 'twould be adventuring with thee. I am weary of loitering around, or I am weary of loitering about Britain. There is much we could be accomplishing. Where hast thou been, anyway? But please tell me, what brings thee here? So let's tell him about the murder intrinsic. He listens to you tell him story. I would be honored to join and help thee in investigating this matter. Well, I do not know if thou art aware, but we are having many problems with magic in general, and with the moon gates. Moon gates? I am confounded by their inability to function properly. Magic. Magic all over Britannia seems to be disturbed. Say, dost thou remember Nicodemus in the great forest? He has gone mad and is terribly silly. Perhaps we should visit him. Yes, I have been in Britain as of late, attempting to find work. Thou dost know that adventuring comes around too infrequently. One must find other diversions, which reminds me, I have thy pocket watch. Pocket watch. Thou didst leave it when thou didst last visit Britain. Here it is. Shimino hands you the pocket watch. All right, I've got a watch now. Diversions. The usual. I do not see our old friends often, and Lord British rarely finds work for me. I certainly have no time for wenching or drinking. I have grown up a bit. Ahem. I have heard something about an actress, no? Lalo pipes up. What dost thou know of it? Jeff, ask him about Amber. Thou art a swine, Lalo. So let's ask him about Amber. You see a light shine in Shimino's eyes as you mention her name. He is obviously smitten. She is an actress, I know. All right, friends. Thou dost mean Lalo and Dupree, I presume. Okay, where's Dupree? I believe he is in Gelholm. I suggest that thou proceed immediately to see him, is what he's got to say about Lord British. Did we have him join our party yet? Oops. Join. Shimino looks relieved. I am so glad thou didst ask me that. He gathers his gear and prepares to follow you. And tell him bye. And so now we got another guy here. So let's see what we got here. Oh boy. He's got a big sword. What is that? Shimino's amulet. So he does have a shield, some meat. So we got a new mule to carry our stuff, but once we get him armored up, I want to ask him about his job again. Okay, so we got 4 people in our party now. Now, let's talk to the rest of these people. The shopkeeper. Before you stands an old sailing man whose determined face appears to have weathered many a storm. I be Clint. Oh, job. In my youth I was a sailor who sailed across the sea in tall ships. Now I must content myself solely with selling ships and sextants to others. Okay, so that's the shipwright. So let's ask him about the crown jewel. The crown jewel came to Britain not any time recently. Most certainly not. I remember the crown jewel, and it has not been to Britain for a long time. Of course, okay, ask him about a sailor. Of course, this was in the day when it took mighty men to be a sailor. Nowadays, those who set out to sea would not have lasted a day, but I suppose it is the nature of the universe that everything slowly becomes more tame. Soon all the monsters will die off and the whole world will join together in trust and worthiness and unity like all those fellowship people say. Bah! The world was a better place when everyone fought everybody else, I say. So I'd take... It is not always the best thing to make thine own way in the world, and not listen what thou hast heard told to believe. Thou hast better remember that. Alright, so it's a little kid. Oh. Not too badly, my lord. I sold a triple crossbow this morning. Hello, lad. This is Jeff, the Avatar. This is my young apprentice, Coop. How things going, Coop? I clicked a couple more times than I meant to there. Missed some of that conversation. Lovely, lovely. Keep the gold coming in. That's what I always say. Alright, so that kit must run the archery shop. Here's a bright woman who looks much younger than she actually is. Well, thy reputation precedes thee, the Avatar in person. Word has spread that thou wert in Britain. And this is Candace. I must say I'm honored to meet the Avatar, she curtsies. And her job is, I am the curator of the Royal Museum. I hope to see thee there when the museum is open. I spend the rest of my time working with the Fellowship. Oh boy. We meet every evening at the hall. You must come and visit. The Fellowship has given her great purpose in life. I have made many new friends and have even found love, she giggles. Oops. I gave away my secret. I must not speak of it. Do forget I said that, please. Uh-oh. Do we got an affair going on here or something? Secret? What secret? I do not have a secret. It was a slip of the tongue. I cannot really speak to anyone about it. Why, if word got out that the mayor and asked thee to forget about anything I said. Forget I said anything. So, uh-oh. So she's a little tipsy, evidently. Candace turns beet red and turns away. So this lady's having an affair with the mayor, it would appear. There's a farmer. You see a farmer with wild eyes widened in excitement. Name. I am Mac. So here's the guy everyone calls a kook. Let's see what his story is. Job. I am a farmer, though most folks just call me a lunatic. Oh, let's ask him about... On my farm, I raise chickens and grow vegetables. If thou dost need work, talk to me. Work. I need someone to work for me and help gather all the eggs being laid by the chickens. When that big thing came crashing down, it scared them all so much that they cannot stop laying eggs. Wilt thou work for me? I will pay thee 1 gold per egg. Hey, big thing came crashing down. Yeah, sure. Fine. Thou wilt find the chickens out back. Thou must feel around in the nest to find the eggs that are there. But there is a limit to how many they will produce. In one day, of course. Alright, let's ask him, lunatic. Thou, on the ground. Thou dost also think so, eh? But I tell thee what, I say it is true. There are creatures visiting us from another place in the stars. I have seen them. Another creatures? They are big, mean, ugly lion tigers. Or is that tiger lions? They are ferocious, and they want to eat us. Seen them. With mine own eyes, I have seen a star creature, and the inexplicable conveyance which enabled it to travel to Britannia. I swear to thee, I am completely sane. I have proof. So he's a UFO kook, or is he? Go and look behind my farm in the middle of the field. Take a look for thyself, and thou shalt see my proof. Hey, I want to talk to this guy some more. I guess that's all. So he claims. Lunatic. Another place. All I can say is that there are certainly no such creatures in this world, nor is there ship, like any other that has ever been seen anywhere in Britannia. So eventually we'll get to his farm. It's to the... No! Get that out of your mouth. Slayer of headphone cords. So his farm's west of town, and eventually we'll go see what's in his backyard. Oh. Alright, so that's... And who we have here. Just a townsman. What's his name? Oh, that's Brownie. Well, I ran for the office of mayor of Britain once, but I lost. Now I am back doing what I have been doing since I was a boy, working the farm. Mayor. Patterson won the election. He spent a lot of money on his campaign, most of it to buy votes. But I am not bitter. I was just not meant to be mayor. Ask him about the election. I do not really have any wish to succeed in politics. It just made me ill seeing all the people with riches mistreat all of the people who are poor, and then have to listen to them talk about how the class system has been abolished. Well, hi there. Patterson courted the support of the fellowship. They forced a vote from all their members. Once word spread, my support drained away. No one wants to be on the losing side, Brownie sighs. Let's see what he thinks of the fellowship. If thou art not with the fellowship, thou art against them. I think they saw me as a potential enemy that had to be stopped. Ask him about... Of course, I could have won the election if I had wanted to. I had information about Patterson that would have ruined any chances of him winning. Oh, that's right. He's having an affair with that other lady. I could have revealed a secret about Patterson, but if I did, it would have hurt someone close to him very much. I did not want to be mayor that badly. Patterson does little to hide his secret. If thou dost keep an eye on him, thou wilt surely learn of it sooner or later. And the farm. I feel more at home on the farm growing vegetables. There is another farmer named Mac who works a farm near Bretagne as well. He raises chickens. Okay, we got, what, 3 more people here in this bar? So let's... Yeah. A shrewd-looking man who smiles as he has just seen his next customer. I am Grayson, my lord, a humble and honest man. And his job is? Oh, he's the guy that sells armor. And he's also... It has been very beneficial in my life. I was on the verge of going out of business before I joined, and now I'm more prosperous than ever before. So he's another one of those fellowship kooks. I think we've heard enough from this guy. We could... Whoops. Wrong buy. And... You see an attractive woman in her 50s. She has a... Welcome, who art thou, stranger? Avatar. Whoa. Hey, everyone. This here is the Avatar. Everyone in the blue boar laughs. And I bet thou dost need a drink, right? Oh... Name. I am Lucy. Job. I run the Blue Boar, oldest tavern in Britannia. If thou dost want anything to eat or drink, just say so. Smashing place for a revel. It hath been here for ages. I inherited it from my grandfather. I enjoy it because I love to cook and eat. She laughs. And drink. She laughs again. But mostly I like it because I meet so many interesting people, just like thee, Avatar. People. Oh, I so enjoy meeting men who like to go out and kill things. Thou dost look like the kind of person who doth enjoy a fair bit of revelry. Come back to the pub in the evening to hear our house band, the Avatars. Alright. And what, one more person's here in the bar. Oops. And this guy must be the jeweler. Sean. Yep, he's the jeweler. Alright. Say goodbye to him. So, we've hung out in the tavern. We've got, whoops. We've got a new companion. What the heck? Is the band there now? No. Guard walking around. Now, yeah, I can't read that yet. What do we have here? Is it the inn? Oh yeah, that's the inn where I can get a bed. Let's see who we got here. You see a sour-faced innkeeper who looks at you as if all of his problems were your fault. Name? My name is James. Job? I am the proprietor of the inn. This place is called the Wayfarer's Inn. It has a long and substantial history in Bretagne. If thy grandparents ever came to town, this is probably where they stayed. He's the proprietor. It is just another way of saying that I am the man who is the desk clerk, which thou mayest think is an easy job, although it is not. I can assure thee, not easy. When one is an innkeeper, one must run around all day long, If anyone wants anything, thou art the one who must take care of it for them. Run around. I spend so much time running around that I have gotten a bad foot. Desk clerk. Of course, being desk clerk is not all I do. I must spend all day listening to people talk about their problems, as if I am supposed to solve them. This is correct, my lord, so if thou dost have a problem, allow me the courtesy of not having to hear all about it. Now, what was it that I was saying again? Maybe solving people's problem is an easy task for other innkeepers, but not only am I bad at it, I have mine own problems as well. Hey, you just... Dang you! Well, she got half of this one. She's just deadly to these headphone cords. So this one, only one ear works now. She's got them sharp claws just slice right through the wires. Criminy. You little bugger. You little bugger. I'm out of... I gotta repair some headphone cords now. Criminy. What kind of problems does he have? I do not like my job. I never wanted to be an innkeeper. I just wanted to keep the place going after my father passed on. Now that I am married to Cynthia, I am more tied down than ever. 2 in one day you've destroyed. You're talented, you little burger. Yeah, these other ones other ones I just bought today, I didn't even get to plug them in and try them out. She destroyed them before. Yep, she's already a vicious tiger. Holy cow. Which is good, because that's what you want. Ask him about Cynthia. Do not mistake my words, my lord. I love Cynthia with all mine heart. But there are times when I feel I am too young to be married. Besides, I know I cannot be a good husband for her. How can I make Cynthia happy on the pittance of an innkeeper makes, when all day long she is counting all that money in the mint? I know I cannot. Oh, so she works at... So is, Already I can sense she is worried about our marriage. I know that there is something wrong between us. So she works at the mint, or the bank, his wife. I know the nature of the heart, my good friend. After being exposed to such large sums of money, she shall begin to covet it. As I cannot provide it, she shall leave me to give her heart to a wealthy man, perhaps a merchant or nobleman. The thought of it makes my blood boil. Alright, so... So that's the inn. What have we here? Oh boy, it's the Fellowship. Fellowship Hall. We will come back here, but not just yet. Oh, there's the theater. Whoa, wow, it just got dark. We'll come back for that quest later. So, I'm just gonna find the castle. It's just been about an hour and 40 minutes. Let's go find Lord British. We're probably going to have to wait till morning. There's the orchard. Oh, did you see that? He turned the street light on and it got light. That's cool. So yeah, they're turning the street lights on. There's a little puppet show and stuff here we can watch, but so I'm gonna park here outside of the castle. Or actually right here. So here's the castle. Let's go ahead and go into the courtyard. And I'm going to save the game here. So let's load save game. Empty slot. So YouTube episode 3. Save. And so and we have a party of 4 now. This is cool. Like they're just, I don't know, I like this inventory. I like this inventory system. It is like paper and pen role playing, where they got it's like a card, you know, they're like cards, and then you got your stats. Oh, I forgot to look at Shimino's stats. He's also got a pretty good dexterity. He's not dumb either. So cool. So we gotta find a trainer that gives you strength to get Sparks trained up. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here. As far as I just saved the game, and we're here in the courtyard of the castle. So when we come back Saturday after Biddle, I'll be back here on Ultima 7, and then Sunday I will continue on with Zork 2. And the inventory system's neat too, because like let's bring up this guy, and then we can open his backpack, and our backpack pops out. And then, did he have a sack in his backpack? No. This kid has a sack in his backpack, so we open, and there's his backpack, and we open up the sack, and here the sack pops up. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. And it's a lot nicer to play this in the Exult engine than DOSBox. If you like playing in the Exult engine, the clunkiness of the controls and the UI from 1992 isn't too bad. Playing this in DOSBox, it's like, man, this as good as it was back in 1992. It's no fun to play in DOSBox really. Exult just makes it such a much better experience. So that's where we're at here, and it's like what they try to make games look like this now, this retro pixelated art, but this is the real thing. So thank you for watching. I'll be back with this. Yep. And I'll be back more Ultima 7 Saturday after Biddle. And I'm just going to go ahead and call it 9 o'clock on Saturday for more Ultima 7, and we'll talk to Lord British. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you Saturday. After Biddle. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos if you like these old retro games. So, till next time.